Cullen, why do you work out?
You know, most of the time it's to make myself feel better.
So when you say feel better, you're talking about like energy levels and mood?
Yeah, it's both. It's kind of a combination of both.
Yeah, so really it's about improving your mental health.
Absolutely.
Yeah, mental health is a huge issue nowadays. And we actually believe that exercise is one of the best ways to improve your mental health. So today we're going to talk about it. I'm Coach Jay.
I'm Coach Cullen.
Let's get right to it. Okay, so I read this book called Spark by this author named John Ratey, and he said that exercise is like taking a little bit of Prozac and a little bit of Ritalin, right? It activates the same sort of neurotransmitters.
Not surprising.
Yeah, and you know those companies that produce that kind of stuff, they're exploding because like something like 40% of people are dealing with mental health issues.
Yeah, it's such a huge topic right now.
Yeah. So we actually believe that exercise is the best way to do it.
Yeah, definitely.
And you found this from personal experience. Like,
Yeah.
how have you started to embrace this?
You know, like for me, there's been days when I'm super frustrated, have a lot of feelings going on, and it helps me to kind of work out those feelings in a productive way. It leaves me feeling like I won for the day and did something good for myself.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I mean, a lot of times, at one point, my goal was about, physical appearance, and then it became about performance, and now it's more just like I just want to feel better.
Absolutely.
Right? And so when I go into the gym, my only goal is to train until I'm happy.
Yeah. And how many times have we heard from clients or even ourselves when they leave, somebody says, thanks, I'm in a much better mood now.
Yeah, absolutely. And so this is one of those things, like we always emphasize this idea of showing up.
Yeah.
And mostly it's because at the end, you're going to feel better than you did at the beginning.
I would say 90+% of the time, you're going to end up feeling better.
Yeah. And as a result, the rest of, your sleep is a little bit better, right? Your mood for the rest of the day is a little bit better. Like you're able to kind of take setbacks in stride.
Absolutely.
Everything just feels better after you exercise.
Yeah, it comes a little bit easier.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. So I wanted to give some tips on how we can actually train for mental health, like use exercise to train for mental health, which is different than training for like performance or aesthetics.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So our first tip to train for mental health is set your expectations really low.
Yeah. And when we say that, we don't mean like you're not good. What we mean by that is like maybe make it easier on yourself. Give yourself something that's gonna give you an easy win. Make you feel good.
Yeah, make it easier than you think it's going to be. Do less than you think you are capable of, but just keep your expectations really low.
Absolutely.
Yep. Step number 2, you want to make sure that you sweat and you breathe hard.
Yeah, because if you're not moving and really kind of moving at a decent pace, you're not going to get that thing that gets those frustrations, those feelings out.
Yeah. And so like, it could be that you're going for a walk as part of your training, but like find a hill. That's going to make you sweat. That's going to make you breathe a little bit, or maybe do like 10 feet of running or whatever it is.
Exactly.
Right? Because there's a lot of physiological benefits to raising your heart rate, to making it hard for you to breathe.
Yeah, endorphins, hormones, all those type of things that go with it.
Yeah. Step number 3.
Yeah.
Do it with other people.
Yep.
Right? Now, if you don't have an option to do it with other people, then do it alone. But the more you can train with other people, there's also that sort of social aspect. Right, we all need to be around other people, and especially given the last year, that's been a challenge.
Yeah, and like people that are in mental health crisis or having trouble with mental health, I'll know this from personal experience, we tend to isolate.
Yeah.
Right? And another thing I know from psychology classes I've taken is that we tend to feed off of other people's energy. So if we're around a bunch of positive people, which we can find here, we will feed off the energy, and it'll be in turn make us feel better.
Yeah, absolutely. Step 4. This is one of my favorites. Stop when you're happy.
Yeah.
Right? So what this means is like, let's say that, you can run 6 miles.
Yeah.
Right? But you run that first mile and you feel like you're sweating, you feel like the sort of past is behind you. You don't have to go 6 miles, right? You can just do 1 mile or 2 miles. Like you don't have to push yourself to the limits to get there.
Exactly. And it's again about making it easy, making it enjoyable, right?
Yep.
Because maybe that first mile will make you happy, but maybe that 6 mile will make you very unhappy again.
Exactly.
And we don't want to push ourselves back into that unhappy spot.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's a huge one.
you can definitely overdo it with training, and that can add to your stress.
Yes.
Right. And so you don't want to do something that's going to add to your stress. You want to do it just until you're happy, right? And then you can stop.
Yeah, I think that's a huge mindset.
Yeah. So step 5, do it again.
And again.
Yeah, make it a habit.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, if you're doing this every day, then you're going to start to see progress, and all of those other things are going to not bother you quite as much.
Exactly. And you'll just look back one day and realize, oh man, I feel better all the way around.
Yeah. And so, number 1, lower your expectations. Number 2, make sure you sweat and breathe hard. Number 3, do it with other people.
Yep.
Number 4, stop when you're happy. And number 5, do it every single day.
Every single day.
Yeah. So do us a favor. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button, and make sure you subscribe so you can be notified when we publish our next videos. Also, do us a favor, put a comment below and let us know what kind of exercise that you do to help you with your mental health.